was a friend of Leo's mother. At first it was just Joyce and Butch, and then come along Leo, and he became my child. And today there he is, big strapping young man, and I'm so proud of him because he's picked himself up and came a long way.
A long life, longevity. I just want to do God's will. I just want to do God's will. But I don't know what will happen now. A long life, longevity.
You know, no matter where you are in this world, what we gotta do, we gotta live together.
I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen.
Somebody that I just can't express my feelings for. You're so deep. But the deepness goes back to his mother because our friendship was just that born.
Get down, get down, get down.
Don't move around, guys. You see how fast that man is going. You're a pig. You're a pig. Get the hell out. Freaking pig, man. That's what you are, a freaking pig.
This thing, I woke up this morning feeling great. A holiday. Martin Luther King's birthday. Woke up this morning at 6 o'clock and felt like I could kick Mike Tyson's ass. 42 years of age. But by sundown in the evening, stupid ass police officer Diaz shooting them two boys off that motorcycle. Turned a happy day into a day of chaos, a day of hatred, a day of anger, a day of burning. One stupid son of a bitch.
With this faith, we will transform the jangling distance discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day when all the promises are able to sing with new meaning like this. We land of liberty of the Arctic, land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrims cry. From every mountainside, let freedom ring, and if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. So let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of the country. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the hiking Alleghenies of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the deserts of California. Not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring
Seen innocent black boys murdered. And see the murderers hide behind badges and cloaks of authority. And see the blacks enraged, outraged, angry.
I'm hot. We all are hot. Let's try it their way. We must stop the burning and the looting in our community.
I never believed that I could be a victim of police brutality.
I promise that I will do everything in my power to see that these cases are properly investigated, all right?
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Calm down! Calm down!
Mr. Mayor, these murders cannot and will not continue. My heart cries out for war, but my mind says peace.
Call you back. Eddie, what do you have for me?
Breaking news, I think it's your hometown.
Whoa, riots in Miami? And Cy Morocco's involved? Eddie, who has the story? Who has the
Yeah, I don't
story,
know, I
Eddie?
just picked it up. I gotta go, all right?
The next breaking story we pick up. Deal?
Frank! I've got to talk to you.
Hold on, Mickey. Hold on.
Wait!
I got a very important man here.
Well, call him back! I've got to talk to you about this Overtown thing.
No, I read you loud and clear. Let me get back to you on this. I got someone in my office, okay? We'll do lunch. Okay, we'll do a snack. All right? Bye. This better be good.
Who has that Overtown story? The riots.
Has it? Why?
I want that story, Frank.
Sorry. That's no dice, babe.
Frank, please, you gotta trust me on this. I've got an angle. I've got an edge. I know this man. Jesus, Si, I had no idea that this place was like this.
Just think, the city of Miami wants to spend $12 million on a statue of Christopher Columbus.
Who are those two girls over there?
Go on. Stop the car. Stop the car. Sophia. Ezra. Was that you? What y'all doing living down here, man?
Man, they came to the temple and they arrested Yahweh, Ben Yahweh, and some of the brothers, man. Just like it say in the Bible.
Matthew chapter 26, live in living color. They took the can. I will never forget that day.
Everything that has breath, praise Yahweh! Yahweh is the creator of the heavens and the earth, and I'm his son, Yahweh Ben Yahweh, the one promised to come, your savior. Isaiah 9:6. I've established the everlasting government of Yahweh and peace with justice and judgment for all nations. It has been documented that the government of America is opposed to the rise of black people to real freedom. With recently revealed memos from former FBI officers across the nation show that the organization is engaged in an overt policy to destroy the good works of my father Yahweh, which stand as the model for black excellence. The solution is we must unite politically, educationally, socially, economically, and morally. I love you all, I respect all nations, and I'm inviting you all to one fold. So let everything that has breath praise Yahweh!
Yahweh University, please stand.
Let Yahweh thank now.
Number of place values.
Number of place values. 1s, 10s, 100s, 1000s, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 100 million, billion, 10 billion, 100 billion, trillion, 10 trillion, 100 trillion, quadrillion, 10 quadrillion, 100 quadrillion, quintillion, 10 quintillion, 100 quintillion, sextillion, 10 sextillion, 100 sextillion, septillion, 10 septillion, 100 septillion, octillion, 10 octillion, 100 octillion, 9 million, 10 9 million, 100 9 million, decillion, 10 decillion, 100 decillion, undecillion, 10 undecillion, 100 undecillion, quadrillion, 10 quadrillion, 100 quadrillion, trillion, 10 trillion, 100 trillion.
I feel like I'm discovering my roots out here.
You know, it's good to remember where you came from, no matter how high up the ladder you go.
You know, I never said this to you before, but remember that time I first did the story? Well, I felt like I wasn't finished here. Like, I'd see you again. I mean, to do the story.
Maybe you've discovered a sense of purpose, being able to articulate the problem, to bring some reason to this madness.
What was you said about Miami being a warm city with a cold climate?
And 1,000 times I thought of just packing up and leaving. And then the town explodes. And I'm committed. I'm stuck here.
You know, I never said this to you before, but I really look up to you. I really do.
You know, you've got a good heart. But you're in a whole new world now. A lot different than the one you read and write about in the newspaper.
You know, you seem so unreal, Si. I mean, don't get me wrong, but...
Just say what you gotta say.
Well, maybe I can't do that.
Another brother is lost. We all know what this loss means. Another scar blood on our hood. Ours. I don't need to say we're going to take action. No. Because I know we're going to take action. See, what we need is organization. What we need is a plan. You see, that's what this movement is all about. Shut up!
Hey, unhand me, cat.
But I ask you, are you willing to die? Die! Are you willing to sacrifice? Yeah! Are you willing to kill?
Yeah, let's start with the city hall. You're sweating right now.
Motherfuckers sweat good, man. Yeah. This politics. It ain't no but goddamn politics.
No, for real. That's why I'm really down. Get tears on the street. Boom, lay that motherfucker on the ground.
Yeah, ice his ass cold. Set an example.
Yeah. Got to.
It's two for JoJo, brothers. It's two for Joe.
We're sitting here jaw-jacking and shit. When these crackers finna get a promotion from the fucking department.
Yeah, cause ain't nobody gonna take us motherfuckers up under their wings. Ain't nobody gonna speak for you but you. So when you talk, motherfucker, talk loud. There's only one way that we gonna get us motherfuckers in here. That's what these goddamn guys.
That's right. Don't be just talking and shit. I'm tired of that shit. You niggas selling out. Word up, brother. Let's blast that junk today. Hey, you're supposed to be bad, huh? Then use it. Or else they're gonna keep on dogging us.
Man, get that pig's mama in this house right now. I'll get that bitch. Now fuck that bitch right here, right now.
Yo, watch that shit, man. That's mama now.
Yo! Motherfucking mom, you never had bust knock you upside your goddamn head. Now fuck this, nigga.
That shit sound real good, what you saying, Wonder Woman, like with stars on your panties. But let me ask you this, can you fight? Can you fight? That's what we all here wants to know. See? No. As I motherfucking know like answer would be. No business in no war zone, because no bitch got the motherfucking balls.
Oh yeah? This bitch do.
Now you know that motherfucker. Fuck this. Motherfucker. Yeah.
Hey, what's
Well, excuse me, Mr. Bad Miller and Black Men, but I always thought those with the biggest mouths were those most scared of blood, especially their own.
Hold on! Yo, homie, what you say? I'm hearing you crawling out your mama ass the wrong way, boy. Who is this sorry ass? How did you get in here?
Man, homie, sit your motherfucking ass down, Peabody.
Man, somebody shut your fucking ass down right now, goddammit.
Yeah,
I got something to say, and I'm gonna say it.
But goddammit, better be good. Shit better be good.
Yeah, well, you know when you girls get together, they like to talk and nothing else but talk, but they only want to talk about killing a white man, not not a couple of white men or all white men. You only want to kill a white man. And that's usually the one that causes your silly, bloodthirsty, mile hoodlum ass nothing but more problems. You and all the other future corpses among you.
Yo, Peabody, you wasting our time.
Yeah, man, you bugging, Peabody.
I did not come here to be the butt of your scorn. I got a plan your silly asses need to listen to.
Hurry up and say it, boy. You got 2 minutes.
This is a map of Miami. The concentric circles represent killing zones. Let's say that a thermonuclear device of 2.5 kilotons were detonated, airburst in fact, 200 feet above the city. The resulting initial blast would kill 10 to 20,000 people.
Did you say 10 to 20,000?
Uh-huh. And the residual radiation would render this entire area uninhabitable, crippling water and communications indefinitely. Unfortunately, as of yet, we've not had one black man bold enough to even consider the idea.
Until now.
Is the mayor on his way? What do you mean delayed? Oh shit! The press junket's supposed to be there already. They don't like to wait. I don't know. Oh, the usual. Another campaign yearbook. He wants a damn inner city photo album. This is really making me nervous. I don't even know where the hell I am. I'm lost now. I really don't know. I've never been here before. I have no clue, Brian. Look, I'll touch base with you when I get downtown. Bye. Look, wait! Before you do anything, you're gonna regret. I'm with the city. I'm here to help you.
He's here to help. There's some fellas, we need a little more help like this. We need more help like this, baby.
That's right. I'm with the mayor's office.
Oh, she's with the mayor's office. Jackpot. Special delivery. That's something.
Ah! You look kill me right now! Hey. You little punk! Do you know who you're fucking with? You little shit! Ah!
Sound like she's threatening to leave. Stop!
What do you want from me?
You don't know? Huh? See your friends at City Hall, the politicians? They fucked us real good. Yeah. Now, we're gonna fuck them back. Hey, starting with you. Hey, look,
Don't even think about
you
it.
out of gas, Morocco.
You talking about you fighting for your freedom, acting like a bunch of fucking savages.
Go get you, bitch, you!
Get in the car, lady.
Your ass rock.
Drive.
Get you, hey, man. Morocco, you fuck! I got a counter you and nobody to put out. Get to you, fucking! Body, bitch!
Everyone needs a place to find solace, a place to meditate, to receive counsel. This is my place, the place where my soul seeks shelter from the emotional rain and hailstorm, the Divine Mission Church and Homeless Shelter in the middle of Overtown.
Reverend King, the situation has just deteriorated so much. There's no sign of hope. It just seems like damn anarchy. Just so frustrated. But I'm just too bullheaded to give up.
You know, white women and black men. That's been a very volatile thing. I heard that you involved with the sheriff's wife.
say that to my nigga. Man, you know, once you give me something, you have them boys get some pussy. Tell him, my nigga. Tell him, my nigga.
Yeah, dog.
My nigga. Tell him.
Say, bitch, what you talking about? You don't get her no nigga, no pussy, man. Hey.
No, nigga. You listen to that rap shit? I got your motherfucking rap.
Understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man.
In the yellow suit, a man shot 6 times. That's the focus of this very special edition of Geraldo.
It used to be burn, baby, burn. But now it's gotten wackier than that. It's, people are talking about using nuclear bombs.
Hey, let's do this. Oklahoma City was a sock hop. We going to the prom. Let's make the White House the Black House, the new black nation.
Our flag ain't red, white, and blue. It's red, black, and green.
The red is for the blood we're gonna spill. The black is for our skins. But the green is for the money we're gonna make. Hey, let's sync up. 0-100 hours, start now. You know what to do. Let's do it.
Police in this town have tried to kill me. I had them to drag me around on the floor by my hair. And I had them to stick ammonia pellets in my nose and plug up my nose. And I think, as old as I am, that they really wanted to see me die.
He was a good man.
Everybody around here knew and loved him. Man, he was like a great father to all the children, to all of us.
You didn't deserve that to happen to you.
How old was he?
I'm 75.
Reporter Carmel Cafaro is on the case.
Leo Casino has taken his crusade to federal court. He's hoping he can convince a federal judge the city stole his church.
And it's a shame how all of us, citizens of Miami, are being ripped off on this.
This summer, 7 News first showed you how the Divine Mission Church in Overtown went from church to crack den. The decline started after the death of Reverend Clennon King, the man who created the mission. For 20 years, it was a place for the needy to find food and shelter in Overtown.
It was like a safe haven in a bad section of town, but it was a safe haven.
Dr. David Cohn treated Reverend King and, like Leo Casino, was a corporate officer, according to state records. Both men say the property was sold to the city without their input by one of the reverend's out-of-town relatives. As corporate officers both say, they had no say in the deal.
Did you ever go to a meeting where you were voted off the board by other members on the board?
Never.
So this is a mystery to you.
This is a mystery.
Leo Casino thinks it's more than a mystery. He thinks what happened to his church is a crime.
And in our suit, we're asking for $100 million. We're asking for the church back, demanding that it be put in the same condition that it was before the city took it over.
Today, the building is sealed, but at the time of our first report, we found evidence of prostitution and drug use and violence and amounts to a shell of an apartment building. It's a building the city paid more than $250,000 for, despite the fact it was appraised at $140,000. The deal was done through the Community Redevelopment Agency, which says the goal is to one day develop it into a home for artists. Leo Casino thinks it belongs to the members of the community, like Willie Kemmerlin and Takreen Collins, who once lived at the Mission.
Nobody don't care about the people that's on the street. It's a sad thing, you know.
And to just have this stolen from us, it's an abomination. There's been many nights that I haven't been able to sleep just thinking about this.
It's not likely the lawsuit will keep anyone from the city up nights. Leo Casino is acting as his own lawyer. But state and federal authorities have subpoenaed records of the transaction, and that could cause some to lose sleep over the Overtown deal. Carmel Cafaro, 7 News.
Leo Casino.
Good evening. My name is Leo Casino, and I've been a resident of the city of Miami for approximately 35 years. I'd like to open up by saying that the day is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
And I marched with Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I was in Birmingham in '64. I was at the March on Washington. I've lived through riots in Pittsburgh, LA, and the numerous ones we've had here in Miami. And one thing that I witnessed, I was videotaping as my job. I'm a musician, but I'm also an investigative reporter. I took my video camera out there because I thought I might be able to get some footage, some historic footage. And what I witnessed, it was dumbfounding. I've been bitten by dogs. I've been beaten in the head with billy clubs, been shot at, been handcuffed, hog-tied in the back of a police car for 3 or 4 hours, the whole humiliation water hose. And throughout my years of marching and demonstrating in Washington, D.C., Birmingham, Alabama, Gulfport, Mississippi, and all over the country, I've never witnessed anything like what took place here in Miami. I've seen black men hung from trees where they used to call us strange fruit. I was in Mississippi behind where a black man would be hung from trees and nothing would be done about it, no investigation or anything. And this is the America that I was born in 54 years ago. But what I witnessed here in Miami surpassed anything. I never thought that I'd live the day to see an America where white people were beaten like that. All my life, I've seen us subjugated to the worst humiliations of any place on the planet. We talk about Beirut, and we talk about Baghdad in Iraq. But what took place here was just as cruel, just as brutal, just as savage as anything that took place in Iraq. And it's a shame that we as American citizens have to live up to this. And I know all of you are good people, but you don't have the power. See, because this just wasn't a city of Miami a plan. Yes, it went through Alex Pinellas and went through the city of Miami. But we have to look at the federal government that sent the millions of dollars down for overtime. We have to look at the meetings that took place with Chief Timoney and others, including national security agencies. We have to look at the planning that came down from Washington, D.C. So, what do we have here? We have another fiasco from the Bush brothers. And what we need to do as citizens, and what you need to do in writing your report, we need to take this to Washington, D.C. We need to take this to Tallahassee, because Jeb Bush was in town, And the plan was this. We're going to make an example here in Miami because we got Florida locked down. We got a governor that could steal an election. We got a city of Miami with Chief Timoney, who's similar. He should have been, born under the Nazi regime. I mean, he's a pure fascist. And I would also like to tell Chief Timoney, this is the United States of America. I'm not afraid of you, big boy. So, and so what I'm saying, that this is a national problem. The Congress needs to look at this, because this is a blueprint for what's going to take place here in the United States. We're coming up on a presidential election that's going to be as tumultuous as anything that we've ever seen in this country. It's going to be similar to 1865, before the Civil War in this country. We're coming up on something vicious in the country. And if we don't stop it now, people are not going to continue to be beaten and shot by rubber bullets. A police officer at this demonstration, I had a video camera. He came and he took a Barry Bonds swing at my leg and hit me on the leg.
60 seconds, please.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that we have to stop this, because if we don't, this is going to spread through this country. This is just a prototype, what's taking place. But it's an abomination to be an American citizen, to say that we're fighting terrorism all around, that we fighting dictatorships when the enemy is within. And I'm saying, put this where it belongs. Jeb Bush, G.W. Bush, this is their plan. They are the babies of it. They think they have Florida locked up, so let's prove them wrong. And in the reports you write up, you put the blame where it belongs. Thank you very much.
Isaac Goldstein.
Thank you. Again, good afternoon. My name is Jack Fischke. I'm the Director of Inmate Programs here at the Allegheny County Jail. To our honored guests, to our families, to our friends, thank you for taking time out of your day and being with us this afternoon. At this time, I'd like to call upon Reverend Chris Glover for an invocation.
For those of you who are not watching others, if you could bow your heads. There are words by Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King that I'd like to share as part of our invocation. In a real sense, all life is interrelated.
I just really would like to take this time to thank the Allegheny County Jail and the Allegheny Intermediate Unit for allowing the AmeriCorps program and myself and Mary Rose to bring our services here. I get to experience the good side of everything that goes on in this institution.
Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Hodder and I'm the teacher of the art class, the evening art class with the adults. And I just want to say congratulations to all the graduates.
Leonard was a soft-spoken student who, when he first came to the classroom, I'm sure he didn't know what to expect.
Anyway, I want to just express how happy I am to be here and what a pleasure it's been.
A mutual friend of ours by the name of Lewis Hop Kendrick, who writes an article in the New Pittsburgh Courier called Tell the Truth, called me up one day and said, meet me at Hill House.
I said, for what? He said, man, just come down to Hill House. There's a guy down there doing this film on the Hill District. I need you to come down there. So I went on down there. When I got there, there was Leo Casino. And he had this film crew. And he said, I need to interview some people about the Hill District. And I was dressed casually. I wasn't all dressed up. I said, oh, man, wish I had known in advance. Wish Hop had told me about this. But I had a chance to meet Dr. Casino and talk to him about his experiences in the Hill. And he gave me an opportunity to share some of my experiences because I grew up in the Hill District. And we bonded there. I didn't know him before personally. Living in the same neighborhood, growing up, but I didn't know him. He's probably maybe a little bit older than me. But we got to know each other. We got to know each other. And so that's how I met him. And I was very excited about his project, and I thought later on I'd hear more about it. Still a little upset with Hop because he didn't tell me to dress up. But I get this email one day from Leo Casino. He says, I need some help. He said, I'm coming to Pittsburgh, and I want to do some things in the city, some concerts. I want to share. I want to go over to the county jail, and I want to do a program there. And I said, okay. I said, I'll help you. And so I contacted the warden and told him what I needed to do, and the rest is history.
Dr. Leo Casino.
I'd like to start off by saying I'm really honored. I guess I'm about as Pittsburgh as you can get, about as Pittsburgh as the Steelers. My mother was a prostitute and a heroin addict. She lived with a pimp. His name was Sonny Kearns. And Sonny was a little sick. You know, like I was 5 and 6 months old. You know, when I would cry as a baby, rather than, you know, giving me a bottle of milk, you know, Sonny would skin pop me with heroin. And I have a younger brother, and he had it worse than I did. You know, Sonny would, you know, sometimes he'd get mad, and he put his cigarettes out on his arms, and until the day I go to San Francisco and visit my brother, and I look at his arms, and he still has the cigarette burns on his arms.
First, I want to thank the graduation class. Today, y'all made history. It's not only Black history, but y'all made history. All right. I have a poem on behalf of Black History Month and celebration in a whole. It's called Black Rain.
And, I'm here to explain some of the class to you. I mean, we have like 5 different areas of our class.
We are blessed with the fact that we're having this graduation today. We have to fall on, in February, African American History Month.
At this time, I'd like to call upon Warden Ramon Rustin for some remarks. Warden?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Again, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody that's here today. The family and friends of the graduates, our distinguished guests, Dr. Leo Casino and Councilman Bill Robinson. I'm honored to have these special guests here today. It really reflects positively on Allegheny County Jail.
I'm Jack Pischke. I'm the inmate administrator here at the Allegheny County Jail. I've been with the Allegheny County Jail for 23 years now. I first started off, I had fathers, and so many years, sons, and now after 23 years, I'm into the 3rd generation of grandchildren being here in the county jail. We offer a wide variety of programs in the Allegheny County Jail, rehabilitative programs, education, computer literacy, arts. Many of the inmates that we service in our education department, for some reason or another, did not take education seriously when they were out in the streets. And now, for whatever reasons, they've chose to attempt to get their GED while they're here. So much so that we have waiting lists of inmates trying to get into our GED program, our computer literacy programs. We've expanded to a night school where we have them coming down at night. One of the programs we're really proud of is an inmate tutoring program. It's inmates tutoring other inmates for their GED, mentoring them along. It's not something that you see normally in a correctional facility, inmates helping other inmates doing something positive. That program alone is probably represents 50% of our GEDs from last year. And those inmates are maximum security inmates and inmates that may not feel comfortable in a traditional classroom setting. They feel more comfortable up on their housing pods being tutored one-on-one.
My name is Audrey Evans, and I'm giving them permission to do this interview.
So what you want to do when you get out?
What I want to do when I get out?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm going to further my education in the field of sociology as well as creative arts. Yeah. You know, that's
So how long you been locked up?
Well, I've been locked up for a whole year. And during that time, I crystallized the forces that was always at work within me, the forces that I neglected in the past. You know, and sort of like I grew up.
You think you want to come back?
I come back to work. I don't want to come back in these. No, I look towards those mentors, and I look at their downfalls as well as their upsides. And I look back on the young kids, and I see the chances they have, and which informs me that I too have a chance as well. So I learned that everything that was taught to me, in turn, I teach to the younger ones.
So what was you doing? Heroin or what?
Actually, I was doing a little bit of both. I was selling drugs, you know, in the narcotics game, blowing up. I actually started using my own product. You know, I used my own product, heroin, cocaine. I was strung out, and I stopped from selling drugs to stealing. Was my source of, you know, gaining crack or heroin, whatever it was. I would go steal. Yeah, it's like I used all my skills in a negative sense. But see, now I pruned all the negative skills that I had and balled them up and made it into a powerful, positive force.
You know, but you could do something with your life, man. So I'm going to see you here Friday. We're going to talk again, all right? Okay?
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Look up my nephew. Yeah, this is the number 2 police station. I remember when Martin Luther King was assassinated, I came here to make a complaint against a couple officers that were beating up an old lady right up the street here. And I went and opened up this door, and I filed the complaint, and I received a Rodney King-like beat. How's it going, bro?
Great, God is good.
Okay. So where you from?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah?
I'm coming in from Los Angeles.
So where'd you go to school at?
Shinley.
Oh, yeah? I went to Fifth Avenue.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, Dwight Clay and them.
Yeah.
But I'm out on the coast. See, I'm a senior citizen.
Yeah, you don't look like a senior citizen.
Man, I'm old as dirt. See, Cali. It helped my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm coming back. I'm going to do a video like, you know, what y'all doing. See,
yeah, I know
that New Granada. See that building down there? The New Granada. But go to the Hill House. See, where you coming from now?
Miami. I've been living down there about 30 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since the Steelers won the Super Bowl, right? 5 rings. There's a lot of paper here. But music, kids, you got to reel them in. But parties, when I was coming up, they had a showmobile, and they bring a band.
Yeah, I remember I used to play on the showmobiles.
See? And you really
And African Arts Day.
Right.
The festival.
Right.
Remember Ed Ellis?
Yeah, I worked for Ed Ellis. You remember Dingbat?
Yeah.
I got nails for Dingbat, and you used to do...
Well, what about Cy Maraca?
No.
Used to be an artist.
I came through the grill, Georgie Benson and Herbie Hancock and the music. Don Corleone, oh sole mia. We'll be right back after word from our sponsor. In the 50s, get this. In the 50s, the world was smack dab in the middle of a prosperity peak. Teenagers in the ghetto were grabbing onto their version of the American dream as they met on street corners and hallways and subway platforms to sing at night, when harmony so sweet it may have sounded something like this. Do, da do, da do.
You got it. You got it, my brother.
You look marvelous.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Thanks, God.
I really appreciate that, bro.
I got something for you.
I really appreciate that, bro.
Oh, man, I usually charge money. It might be in here. Yeah. Can I give you this?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll give you this. See, I'm in a cage, man. See? Can you imagine being in a cage, man? But I'm a gorilla. I ain't no chimpanzee.
You know, I remember you from back then, because I used to play on all the showmobiles. I played saxophone.
Squirrel?
Yeah, I used to play with Squirrel. John Mosley.
Yeah.
He went to Shenley.
But I went out to California, man. I made a ton of money.
And he was with Roy Ayers.
Right. Roy is ubiquity.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you bring a showmobile out here, Georgie Benson, Herbie Hancock, I mean, the xylophone, it takes music, man. Music soothes the beast. That's on. Don't scratch my record. Remember, Mom, you had a record and you taped the nickel on the thing and they scratched it?
Mm-hmm.
These is our kids, man. If we don't grab them, whoop that. My mama said, look, I'll beat your ass. You gotta spank their ass. Now they pimping. Pimp this, pimp that. Nigga, a pimp is a punk. I'm gonna wait for a hoe to get my money. I'm a hustler, man.
I really appreciate it. And what about the ice? What's the ice for?
See, Africa, if you got a headache and you put this here, and I got water. See, in California, you need water. See, I got my water. And I got my ice. I can sell it. I ain't got to beg you. I got something. In Africa, women carry everything on their head and walk. See, the sultans carry salt. See, I'm Ethiopian, the lost tribe of Israel.
So that doesn't get cold?
You want to try it?
No,
If a prize fighter, we squabbling, right? Papa, put some ice on his head. I'm tired, man. I got a headache, but it soothes you. I'm doing something. I got something. If I take $1, put some ice on you, I can sell this ice. I'm alcoholic, man.
So where'd you get the ice from?
On my treasure chest. God put it, he placed it. I ain't gonna lie, I found it. But you can get some ice, put it on your head, you feel good, your neck get good. You hit it. Fight him, champ. Here's the brick. Now I can take this brick and draw something. I can make something.
You think I can help you out, brother, and get Kool-Aid? Would you take that? A brew.
Yeah, would you take
Don't film that. Don't film that. You know, every time I come down here, more and more houses will disappear.
What they done was, it's not so much that they took everything away. The stuff that they took away and turned into a negative thing, like the bar, people start getting killed in the bars and stuff like that. So they started calling it a nuisance places, and they shut them down. Even though they didn't start building down there, at least they did start building houses instead of bars. You know what I mean? They're trying to they're building an old folks home across the street now. They're like, it's like a positive thing what they're doing, and what they want to eventually do is reconstruct Center Avenue to the point where it could be similar to the South Side, where we get some businesses up and down the street.
When I got out of what he asked, as far as what happened to all the commercial property, what happened to the businesses that was here, and now it's a younger generation. Now I feel as though, like a brother with knowledge of, these young guys are sitting on millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. If I'm exaggerating, they got money. But it's the point of somebody teaching them how to turn the money that they got into positive. So, because they got enough to buy a building and build it right here and build it up to the clouds. That's how much money they got. But it's the point of learning constructively how to put the money that they got, make it legal, and build a business with it. Brentwood, you go even a Homewood, in some parts that it's businesses all down the whole commercial property. This whole Center Avenue, when you go outside and you point that camera straight up there, you'll see it's all empty. It wasn't even an inch or 12 inches away from every square inch. It was filled up with buildings. Yeah. There was businesses all up in all these
if you look at the businesses that is open, like the main stores, they owned by a Chinese man, a Arabian man down here, and who else? What's the people that own the Russians?
Not
own
that
the gas station.
Anything, but it's the point
it's just the point that
I know it's money hidden. It's money up in here that a brother can have his own business.
Yeah, but you know what? I was just up in Detroit, and this one neighborhood I rode through, the whole strip was dilapidated. The whole strip, I mean, everything was falling down. So, see, like when you come up Center, most of the stuff that was falling down went on and got knocked down. You know, URA bought up most of the stuff, and they trying to redevelop it. But it's just more people like us. We got to be more involved with going to more like the meetings they have, community development corporation meetings, and town hall meetings. We got to really express that.
So, yeah, what you saying?
Though the storm keep on raging in my life, and sometimes it's hard to tell the night from day, still that hope that lies within is reassured as I keep my eyes upon that distant shore. I know He will bless me. Oh, through the storms of life, He's raging. Oh, if you keep focus on your goals, you will know what God can do if you just trust in Him. Lord will help. He'll help you.
Gone so soon. Waking up, listening to the news, another brother shot, or what should we do? Another young person taken out of the game, watching our community being shattered. What a shame. Another mother's heart broken while she escorts her son to an early grave. Where has our love gone wrong? Why must our young be turned on to the thug life, the drug life? Now families left all alone. Another young man shot down to the ground. Many opportunities he faced while others sit back and frown. My brother, you have gone to the safest place that all of us dream of someday. Too young to go, a family at loss. Payback's a must, but is it really worth the cause? An innocent child, his mother now suffers, proud of her son that lays 6 feet under. When will this foolish game end? Let's now pull together and defend our young brothers, our young sisters, gone so soon. Peace.
Yeah, this is Oakland, area of Pittsburgh, the land of Carnegie and Mellon and all the great thinkers of our country. And I would like to think I get my intellectual stimulation from this area of town. Just looking at the magnificent buildings, libraries, and museums.
I think that a song should be something more than a beautiful melody. Tells a story of truth and reality. I think that a song should be sung by a man who knows the meaning of life's sorrow and the meaning of true love. I think that a song should be shared among friends, and I know when friends are gone, the melody and music still lingers on. Tales of a good time, tales of a bad time, when we were happy and when we were sad. Everything you touch is a song. Oh, and you touch my life one day. Oh, my burdens, they just roll away. You wrote a song that even the bees could hum. Everything you touch is a song. Say it again now. Everything you touch is a song. Oh, more importantly, oh, my burdens, they just run away. You wrote a song that even the bees could hum. Everything you touch is a song. I'm gonna prove it. You touched the bird. That's a song. That bird started to sing. Went in the jungle, touched a lion.
Yes, funerals are a big thing here in Pittsburgh. Black and white, some of the most elegant.
I heard the lion roar. You touched a bell. That bell started to ring, 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 ring. If you look real close, you'll see everything in nature sings. Oh yes, it does. Everything you touch, everything you touch is a song. I just wanna tell the world, you touched my life. You made me feel like I was somebody. You made me alright. You touched my life. I just didn't know my name. I didn't know what to say with the words. You touched my life. You touch my life. Oh, you've been so good to me. You've been so good to me. You touch my life. Every time I think about the goodness of Jesus, I just wanna say that you touch my life. All my burdens.
This is the famous Westinghouse High School. I spoke about it earlier, about them being perennial football champions when I was a younger man. It also has fallen on rougher times. It reflects the nature and the brutality of the struggle that's going on. There's a few days ago, a young man was shot on his way to school. There's circumstances surrounding that, but maybe Raheem would know better.
Well, basically, you know, it's just what's in the neighborhoods now. You know, gangs, drugs. You know, the lifestyle. You'd have to talk about the lifestyle. You know, no matter what it is.
How was he?
Young man was 16, and the assault rifle, AK-47, used to shoot the young man. You know, and that's what's pervasive in these neighborhoods now. You know, ill-gotten lifestyles. So, you know, what more can you say about it, you know?
So you think that there's more drug dealing in Homewood now?
There's a tremendous amount of drug dealing in Homewood, and it's all out in the open. You know, it's permeated up into the suburbs. The people from the suburbs come down into the, you know, quote ghetto to get their drugs and go back into the suburbs and use them. You know, so. I don't know, you know, you can't get an answer from me or you know, on the problem or something like that. You know what I mean?
The more depressed areas, drugs is one of the main sources of income for many youngsters and older people alike. And it's painful. As Raheem alluded to, people do have to be accountable, and I believe that the church has to start making a serious effort to reach the youngsters. There are some alternative, you know, means of survival in our neighborhood, but right now the young people were pretty much convinced that that's the only means of survival, and it's about the drugs, the gangs, and money and guns. Entirely too many guns in the neighborhoods. You know, I've never seen anything like it. You know. Yes, this is my neighborhood. This is the Homewood Bruston section of the city. As you see, we've fallen on rougher times now, but it's still home.
So what year did you open up?
1969.
So you seen the neighborhood change much?
Changed a lot.
Leo Harris gave me my first job. I was a young trumpet player, 16 years old, and Leo had a group. We were an all-city band together, and he asked me to come by, play some with him, and that was my first job. After that, Leo and I separated. I went to New York, Manhattan School of Music, and Leo went to college in Washington, D.C. He went to Howard. So, in the time that I spent, that we were separated, I continued to play, and I then went with Sam and Dave, and then I was with the Isley Brothers, and they were the first ones to take me on the road. Then I was part of the house band at the Cheetah Club. I was house band at the Apollo Theater, and then I started going back and forth to Europe, playing jazz with Art Blakey, and then I did most of my touring in Europe with Roy Haynes' Hip Ensemble. After that, I started touring with Roy Ayers. I did 12 albums with him, back and forth, and we did European tours, London and throughout London, Great Britain, and then I came to Pittsburgh, and I work here with Miss Portis, and I've had a chance to rejoin Leo. It brings me, it's full circle now. I'm back with Leo. Yeah, we've had entirely too much fun for too long, but it's all been fun. It's been a beautiful journey with Leo.
Yeah, this is my old house. It stood right here, 1840 Rose Street. And I think we had a garden. And there were houses all on both sides of the street here. Wow. And the street here was Kearney Way. You know, it's amazing when you think of your childhood home could become just an empty lot. And my route to school was to the right, and to another right, down into Fifth Avenue. Now it's so much of nothingness. Nothing but the memories. And I think the trees with the gloom almost personifies what was and what is now. And one of my best friends, he lived there, and he had 5 sisters and I think about 2 brothers. In our high school, we used to swim naked. Claim to fame was he had 3 balls. And they called him 3 balls. And since we all went swimming naked, we didn't wear swimming suits.
Yeah, no, same as in my high school. I tell you what, honestly, I told my girlfriend one time that we used to swim naked, and she said, "You got to be out of your mind.
Yeah,
People would go to jail now."
And they thought, and the reason why we swam naked, they thought it was more hygienic.
Yeah, exactly.
But when you have somebody with 3 balls and they look like, you know how you rack a pool balls? And that's what they look like, you know. And who has $10,000?
In this neighborhood.
Okay, this is my high school, Fifth Avenue High School, established in 1894. It's been closed for quite a few years here, but we had some of the greatest and brightest that graduated from here, Fifth Avenue High School. Dr. Cyril Weck, who's a world famous coroner and pathologist. He graduated from here, and so many athletes and musicians and artists. Now, it houses a plumbing supply company. They sell toilets and kitchen sinks here at the old high school. And that's one of the saddest aspects of Pittsburgh. There's so many old places and historic places and monuments and places that meant so much to me and in my life are no longer, just in my mind. So I thought it would be real important to film this while it's still here, because one never knows with urban development, urban renewal, and urban removal, whether it'll be here tomorrow, or whether tomorrow will come past and there's a condominium here. But this is Fifth Avenue High School. Matter of fact, I took my first music lesson here. Ah, yes, a grand old building. let's see if we can walk on there. Maybe do a Michael Moore on him.
When did you go here?
I graduated 68.
68. We can take you upstairs if you'd like.
Okay.
We're working on, we use some of the first floor for warehouse space for Excel, but here's a nice big empty room with it. Shot it downtown, if you want to get that in the background.
Wow.
What was this, Leo, when you were here?
I don't know, mainly on the first floor, I think, with some classrooms, library, office.
Roof. So it's sat vacant with weather coming in for 8 years, which really deteriorated the upper floor.
And I know they had the band room was up here, I think, back here somewhere.
Yeah. Walk went through. Great time to do, I think a really great time to do a documentary like this because
It's great.
So it is registered. We want to maintain the architectural integrity, but unsure of the use yet. But it's exciting. We've got lots of options. That's Google came into town and basically went up to Carnegie Mellon.
In some archaeological findings.
We've got a few of those lying around.
You know, Leo, do you remember this pigeon?
Somewhat.
I remember him.
Was it barbecued or baked?
Late 1800s, early 1900s.
It's a skywalk heading over from the main high school over to the gym.
This was about 3 years after me. But he used to be the drama coach. And he was the drama teacher, English teacher, and he eventually became the principal.
You all belong. There's always something there trying to stir up your happy home. Wondering what can I do? Lord, I need a breakthrough. A helping hand, someone who understands. I'm here to tell you, there for you. I know it's there. Your town is on the line.
So your whole message is just community restoration, and not only that, I think to restore the pride, and not only just for Black Pittsburgh, but also for white Pittsburgh, to really appreciate the talent, the history, the genius, and also that to make Pittsburgh great again. I think that it's not just taken for the Hineses or the Mellons to rise up.
Call up the D for you. I know you'll make a way there for you. Now, babe, you can see your days. You'll never let it down. Always be around. You'll never let it down. Call up the D for you. I know you'll make a way there for you.
our community is not, per se, in the Hill District. People come from all over. They come to the Hill. The Hill District are the most peaceful people. I've been here, about 12 years, and never been stuck up, because you have to give to these people. You have to show them love. I feel him. You have to communicate with them. I mean, when the kids come in the store, you don't know what they've been through. Until you get into a person and actually feel them, then you can help them. My belief, as far as the Hill, I don't know how many programs they have out, but I believe if everybody would take charge of maybe one person. And I think the Hill, with a church on every corner, I may get in trouble for saying this, but we need to come from behind our comfort zones and come out into the street and help these people. And this brother here, I just met him yesterday.
You've been knowing me all my life.
I recognize his face from high school, and I think he's doing a good job of what he's doing. But I just want somebody to do more, because when he leaves, it's going to be the same thing here. It's not the white person's fight no more, it's ours. You know, they just set us up. And while we were sleeping, they were up how to do what they were going to do to us down the line. And it happened. So now we have to come back, take charge of our kids. But when I watch the news, I could feel it. Feel for this woman that lost her baby. And until we get together, band together, and say enough is enough, you know, we have to do it. Because Pittsburgh is basically going down. Our kids can't get jobs. You know, every kid I know that graduated from college cannot get a job here. My daughter has her master's. She can't get a job. So she's going to have to relocate to Maryland someplace. Let these people know that we love you.
I really appreciate that, Sandy. Thanks a million.
Know what you wanna do, so you won't keep on going what you're going through. Make up in your mind. You may not have a lot of time.
Ever since that day, Leo Casino is like one of my best friends. I have not met him personally face to face until today.
You know you didn't make it here on your own. We're just passing through. This is not our home. You ought to trust him. Trust him. Trust him. Trust him. Trying to do it all by yourself, thinking you don't need nobody else. But apart from him, you can make it in. Take control of your life and let the joy begin. Kick that pride aside. Who do you think has been keeping you alive? Do you think it's been one of your friends? Or is it just something you feel within?
You know what? I have to say one more thing about this man. He's very humble. Yes. He doesn't claim credit. He doesn't tell you how educated he is. He doesn't tell you about all the things that he's accomplished. He doesn't bring up all these things. And he always says, I don't want to fuck the show. Because yeah, exactly. But he's deserving. Amen. And this time, this is your time. I would like, this is a special tribute to you. This is a special tribute because you are loved and you are much loved. And we want you to know it, okay? And so, I wanted to do something that I thought would be very close to your heart because your heart is so good. And as a result, I have this for you. This is that's so much as evidence of what she wrote to him in her yearbook. She wrote this to him. I don't know if he feels like he wants to let me share it. May I? Joyce wrote to her little brother Leo. To little Leo, one of my favorite little brothers. May you remember me, your big sister, for the rest of your life. We have gone a long way together, and may you find love and luck and success in your future life. I hope someday you will find a lovely wife. Smile. May God bless and keep you. The Lord knows. Who else needs it but you? Your foxy sister, Joyce Marie.
Beautiful.
We can give her a memorial home knowing that she is deserving of. And in this case, it's for loved ones. I've heard you talk. And as you talk, and I heard your names, I know we already know each other. That's the blessing. To be at a memorial where there's nothing but love flowing in the air. Where there's nothing but peace flowing in the air. Where there's nothing but happiness flowing in the air. Where there's nothing but grace flowing in the air. Where there's nothing but kindness flowing in the air. You can't lose, saints, to be in a memorial like that. You can't lose. Everyone will leave here with something. Everyone. I will leave here knowing I had the honor to do a memorial eulogy for a very, very dear friend that we used to make those clay things in Central Baptist Church together. We started Fifth Avenue together. We graduated together. I can take those beautiful memories with me.
Back in the day when Leo and I was growing up, we had a little small band, and we used to practice at a friend of mine's house called Junior DeWitt. And his family let us go back in his backyard and practice and that. And Leo would come up with his horn and start blowing. He was babbling, just trying to blow, and then he would stop. And we all still steady playing and carrying on, and we would look over at Leo and says, Leo, blow that horn. Come on now, you got to blow the horn. So Leo would, no man, I don't want to blow the horn. And he was shy about blowing his saxophone. So eventually through the years, as he got older and we got older, Leo started really playing the heck out of that horn, and got really good.
Well, I'm born and raised on the hill. And I have a saying that all roads lead to the hill.
I whistled at a dream as it passed my visions. It was dressed in red, white, and blue, and singing stars and stripes forever. I called out to this dream, for the words sounded pure and true. She said her name was America, and that she was headed to the shores to turn back the ships from Africa. She said there was not enough medicine to defend against diseases the ships would bring. Sweet, sweet land of liberty, to her I began to sing. I was hoping that she would understand. God bless America.
Coming in this evening, after I parked my car, I saw Leo outside and he handed me this paper with Joy's picture on it. And when I looked down at it, because I wasn't expecting to see that, and I said, oh my God, here she is, as beautiful as always, you know.
Say how I met Brother Leo and speak on behalf of a brother, common friend of ours named Reverend Floyd Beck, who's from Pittsburgh as well and grew up around the same time. He's now a pastor in Hollywood, Florida.
Well, I feel that we need to put a stop to all the gang violence and things like that that's still going on. That was back in the days and they're still going on right now. I think that the kids, like from 8 years old, they have gang violence in them too. I think it started at home first because what they see their dad and their uncle and their big brother doing, that they're gonna follow behind. Well, I go to my Lyons Middle School up the street, and there's a lot of violence that go on. Kids try to bring knives in school and things like that, but there's a lot of violence in the school day.
To all the parishioners, all the honored guests, and to my dear friend Leo Casino. There's a lot of parishioners here, saints, that could have preached this sermon tonight, but I'll tell you why I was chosen. When Leo finally caught back up with me after many, many rains, we had talked about doing this for over 2 years. We contacted some ministers here that we both know, went to school with, and we contacted some churches here that we both know and serve at. But it ended up this way, and because I rode this ride with Leo, and I'm glad Bonnie McLean came aboard, that's why I was chosen. Any one of you are qualified to preach this sermon because you all knew Joyce.